All right, so it looks like we're good.
So your import was good. You'll go back to that screen for me.
Oh, okay.
So right above where it says import via JSON file, see where it says total imported runes 985,
Yes.
total imported monsters. That's how you know you're good to go
All
whenever
right.
you upload it. It'll tell you right there.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, so
So
then now we go down to like here.
yeah, if you click on the monster tab right above that for me,
This.
on the left, yeah, the little
Oh,
monster
this one. Okay.
face. Yeah. So in this, you can see all of your monsters. You can sort them by speed and everything, and you can see
Oh,
their average run efficiency here as
okay.
well. However, if there's monsters that you do not want to be touched at all,
Mm-hmm.
if you look to the right, there's a little lock.
Okay.
You always want to lock your monsters that you do not want touched in the optimizer at all.
Okay.
So if you
Okay.
have a few monsters in mind that you don't want touched at all, you can lock those now.
All right. Probably Iris. It's funny that she only has 4 rooms and she has the highest average efficiency because she's gonna be so good. Oh my god.
Yeah, once you get her built.
Yeah, I just need a lot of grinds and a speed enchanted gem. Um, okay. I mean, probably Sabrina and Talia don't want to touch runs. I'll leave Oberon. I mean, everything else is pretty much in the air. Nothing else too important. Maybe like Varad or someone, but not Varad, Verde.
Okay.
But that'll be fine for now.
Okay. So now you can go ahead and go into the actual optimizer.
All right.
So of course you want to pick a monster, and what I would always advise before you click on one of those,
Mm-hmm.
what I would always advise is if you click out of that for me,
Oh,
there's a little box down at the right, like autofill. I
yeah,
would
this
always do that.
this one. Okay.
Yeah, and then just go ahead and choose a monster. Any monster is fine.
All right. Let's. We locked Iris, so we can't do that. Let's do Lucian 2. So Lucian 2
Okay,
currently has no runes.
easy. All right. So what you want to do on this, in order to make the best solution that you can, in slots 2, 4, and 6, we're going to do attack, crit damage, and attack.
Right. Attack, crit damage, attack.
Now, let's say you wanted will runes on
Mm-hmm.
this particular Lucian. Like most people run one Lucian, no will runes, one Lucian with will runes.
Okay.
You can go ahead and just put will here. If you're looking for it to be a particular set, like a rage Lucian, you can do that as well.
All right. So, but you can't do like will, rage, will because there's just not enough slots
Right,
for that.
right.
Okay. And then let's have him do rage. Let's see how many rage runes I got.
Oh. All right. Now, if you want to use runes that are on monsters, if that you're okay with that, that you didn't lock, if you look to on options to the right, you see where it says use only inventory runes?
He's only runes of inventory, and then okay. So if you uncheck that, it will go to everyone. It'll use runes on monsters as well.
Correct. The
Okay.
ones that you did not lock. If you click on that, it's just going to use the runes from your inventory.
Okay. So let's. I don't think I have any rage runes on anyone, so it doesn't matter. But um, let's see what happens. And then
Okay.
use only runes from storage monsters. That's only monsters in your monster box.
Right. And then for you, I know like your max plus 12, 1, 3, and 5, since you don't like plus 15, and a lot of
Look,
um
look, look! It's not as efficient as plus 15 to 4 and 6. It's just not. And then I don't have like I don't want to be poor. Like if I get like a nice rune, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna plus 15 this right now. I want to. I don't want to have to wait and just like, oh god, I'm stingy. I know I'm stingy. And make fun of me for it, please.
you're
But
good. But when you get later on down the game, start doing 1, 3s, and 5s. But I guess for now you're
yeah,
okay.
that one Iris rune. You got me with that one God Iris rune. Um, because you convinced me to do that. Just because I had power up zones. That's the only reason.
Right.
All
You'll
right.
see.
All right. So then, what are the use locked runes? Use locked runes. Are those your monsters that we locked over here?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So if you're saying forget everything, I want to use all my runes
Hmm.
on this. Let's say you get a new LD Nat 5 and you just want to, set mortgage the bank on that. Then you go ahead and use those locked runes if you
All
want to
right.
do it that way.
All right. All right. And then ignore locked runes even if equipped on this monster.
Monster. Yep, you can do that one. I don't use that one too often.
That
Um,
seems very specific.
right. So that's let's say you have your Lucian one. Um, like that's the only time. Like let's say if I have Lucian one, but I don't have a 6-star Lucian,
Hmm.
I'll just go to Lucian one. There's a other way to do it too, but I'll just go to Lucian one and just try to build. That's why
Okay.
I want to ignore those locked runes on that monster.
Okay. I went over use only that and then that display result values with okay, and then just with arena towers good for this. Okay,
Right.
so I mean we can. Let's just fuck it.
I don't like using those because it can mess up your display.
Okay.
To really show you what you're getting.
Okay.
Um, I like to see what I have before all of my towers.
That's okay.
That's
That's
just a
fair.
preference.
That's fair because I guess at
Uh,
higher levels everyone's gonna have towers maxed out anyway, so it's gonna be
r-
roughly the same buff for
right.
everyone. Okay.
Uh, and then they exclude monsters, runes, and groups. So each monster on your account has a number at this point in the optimizer.
Right. I saw that in the beginning. If you all had an ID, every monster had an
Yes.
ID. Yep. I'm guessing that's
So
just alphabetical, but I wasn't sure.
yeah. So if you click on exclude monsters, runes, and groups, you can actually go in. There's a lot more stuff to do on the optimizer, but you can actually create like dungeon groups and teams and everything in here, and you can
Okay.
exclude that entire team
Oh, okay.
on
So
here as
if
well.
so, you can just exclude all your Kairos teams and your Tower of Ascension team if you just want to keep all those.
Right.
Okay. Okay. I like. Okay. And then include if you want to like include one of those. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Right. Now, if and that's basically forcing the include monster groups and runes.
Hmm.
That one's kind of like a forced, hey, use these runes.
Okay.
So if we actually, I think they're asking a lot of questions in chat.
Yeah,
So
I was just about to check. Sorry. Uh, uh, okay. Uh, I should really do this better, but I don't know how to make this an infinite loop. Um, what
it's
am
okay.
okay? Might is very confused. That's okay. Um, thank you, Roxy, for holding this down. Um, hey, Abiz, Abiz, hello. By the way, welcome. Um, what is this Chinese? Okay, so this is called the Rune Optimizer, and essentially you can take that file from Swar Farm, what we were talking about yesterday, where you put all of your runes and your monsters, and you can take it to this other website called Rune Optimizer, and it will make everything better. But only if you do it in a very specific way, which brichbb is teaching us all how to not be done with this and how to read Chinese. Um, so, so yeah, that is what we are doing here. And we just went over all the options and all these sets and whatnot. And I'm sure there's a lot more that we're not getting into right now, but this is the basics of how to be better at the game.
Right. So one thing I would advise is for like early game players that are just getting into, the game up until like Fighter 2, Arena Rank, I wouldn't advise them to use this because they need to learn how to actually, you know, what runes to actually look for and what stats to look for.
Hmm.
At that point, you're still building on your runes, and you actually want to have a certain amount of runes to actually use the optimizer, and that's where it gives you that depth
Hmm.
that maybe you can't see everything.
Hmm. Absolutely. Like when you have a full inventory, just like 600 runes out of 600 runes, and you're just like, I can't find anything. And the manage rune slot, the manage rune tab has been a godsend just for like rerouting monsters and all that, and just like actually being able to in game see stats before and after you would equip a rune.
Yep.
Because yeah, I can only
Like for
imagine.
me,
Oh, sorry.
like sorry, for me, I have 1,700 runes.
So you have 3 inventories worth of runes.
Right. So me managing that on my own, there's no way,
Yeah.
no way at all.
Yeah.
Give
Yeah.
me 1 second
Yeah, no
here.
worries. Take your time. And yeah, it's just impossible to do that. And this way you can just be like, okay, I want to prioritize speed, attack, or speed, crit rate, crit damage, and attack in that order on a monster. And it will give you
Correct.
the highest efficiency runes with those filters to and it'll give you like the most optimal builds, and even like again with the correct sets and all that, so you don't have to spend half an hour of your free rune removal going through and going, I swear, I saw it. It was right here. Where'd it go?
Yep. And when I first learned this, it was just it made everything so much easier, so much easier.
Oh.
So yeah, Mike, if you're at like 100, I wouldn't really do anything with Optimizer at this point.
Oh,
I would wait until
I can
you know
just
you
take
have a
that.
lot more.
Oh shit, it's gone. I thought I could just take it, but it doesn't work like that apparently. What if I'll just go like that? Shit. Fuck. Shit. Okay, that's just gonna live there.
All right.
Well, not that it matters because it went away. Fuck.
So on the left where it says focus.
Yep, right here.
Yep. So on this, depending on how fast if you want this to be a fat Lucian, you can put
Mhm.
you can leave out the speed.
Okay.
But of course, we want to focus on attack
Right.
and
So
then
attack.
click back into it.
Right, and
Crit
then
rate.
crit rate, crit damage, and then
If you want speed, you can put speed in
I
there.
want a high resistance solution.
Why when he's on me?
I want a high resistance will rage Lucian.
Right. So if you look where it says search depth, this is going to be dependent upon how fast and how powerful your computer is.
Okay.
So if you see on the right where it says estimated build 7.2,
Mm-hmm.
if you delete that 10, the standard is 10, and then like just click somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it didn't change. So it
Oh.
just standards to 10. If you put 16 in there.
16. Okay, that's a few more.
So, right. So what that's doing is going through a bigger depth of runes,
Okay.
if that makes sense. But for now, let's just do 10.
All right.
And then up under that, you have your focus where the little sliders
Oh, yep.
under that.
Mm-hmm.
You can put more priority into like attack or crit damage.
Okay.
For me, I just always leave it as the just because it makes life easier.
Just
And
the
if you
basic
want,
111.
no, hit click default again.
Oh.
Click default.
Oh, okay.
So you'll notice speed and crit rate will have higher
So
percentages there,
we
like
add.
1.5.
Oh yeah. Okay. So they're default to the 1.5. Okay.
Right. So whenever you're making a damage dealer, it's gonna say, okay, if you're looking for speed, we want it to be, faster, and we want it to hit more consistently, which
Mm-hmm.
I like to think about with crit rate.
Okay. Now, will it change based on what monster I pick? Like if I pick, I'm not gonna actually do this,
Don't.
but if I,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not gonna actually do this. But if I pick like Fran,
Hmm.
and will it prioritize like speed and attack and crit or speed and attack higher than crit rate because you don't really want to crit rate Fran, but you do want high attack.
So that's where it comes into play. Like you have to manually put in your focus.
Okay. Okay.
So for every monster, you want to change your focus.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless it's a standard damage dealer,
Mm-hmm.
then you can, if you scroll up a little bit,
Yep.
and you see up there at the top where it says select presets on the right, right above attack percentage. So if you click that little icon there, you can actually, create
Okay.
like a general, and you can type the name of it. If you say, hey, this is a damage dealer, you could just put attack crit damage attack or speed crit damage attack,
Okay.
and stuff like that.
All right.
However, I used to use that a lot. I don't use it a lot anymore because it's just second nature for me using the optimizer now.
That's fair. Okay.
So if you want to close
Oh yeah,
that,
sorry. My monsters leveled up, and I had to pick more.
you're good.
All
All
right.
right. So let's scroll down and let's go over the filters.
Filters.
So what I like to do, because I know my account pretty well,
Mm-hmm.
on the left of these, it's the minimum that you want, let's say, HP to be.
Okay. So like total.
Yes.
Okay. So what's his base?
It-
Let's bases.
And what? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, this is a 5-star Lucian. Sorry.
Right.
So it's gonna be
That's
weird. Um.
So with this, with let's say a Lucian, you're building a Lucian to be a damage dealer, right?
Right. So you don't really want a minimum HP.
Right,
You can just
because
like a
that
blank.
right, if you put those in there, it's gonna limit your builds,
Right. So
right? Until
let's
we know what you actually have. So the way I like to go into it first and foremost is I want to see, what builds you actually have. And the biggest thing that we want to look at whenever making a damage dealer, is that crit rate.
mm-hmm.
Is making sure that we have, enough consistent damage in order to do.
85.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do.
Oh, that went down to 0 builds. Okay.
Now,
Leave
no,
that.
leave it
Oh,
leave it
okay.
as 85.
Okay. Okay.
And now what we're gonna do is see down here where it says actual stats plus 12 and plus 15.
That's what that's plus 12, plus 15. Okay. Yep.
Yep, you want to click on plus 15, and then because these are what the runes are, so you can go up to plus 12, or you can go up to plus 15, or you can just do the actual stats.
Let's just do actual stats.
I always click on plus 15 because I want to know, once I get the monster where I want it to be, where it's
Okay.
going to be.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Now, if you see at the right, there's a little symbol right there by the plus 15.
Right here.
Yeah,
Okay. What's that?
click it. All right.
Oh boy.
So this is for damage. If you're fairly new to the optimizer, you can just leave it as the standard, one that comes with optimizer.
Oh, that
For
sounds
me,
pretty good. Yep.
for me, I like to go into a lot more detail with it.
Yeah.
So if you click on option 2, so
Option
click
2.
option 2,
Okay.
and then for it, you can select the skill.
Amputation.
Every time,
Okay.
what's great about it is that it has every multiplier in the for all monsters here.
Okay.
So whenever you change the monster, it'll change the actual optimizer once you click. I'm sorry, the multiplier whenever you change, you know,
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
different
Okay. So
skills.
those. Okay. So yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Now, and then if you scroll down a little bit, sometimes I put the enemy defense in there, sometimes I don't. You can do those with like monsters that don't ignore defense, just to get a more generalized idea of what they're going to be hitting for. So
Okay.
something like Iros, if you know a lot of people run 900 to 1,000 or 1,000 plus enemy defense,
hmm
you could put like 1,200 defense in there. You get more of a idea if you come across a monster with like 1,200 defense there.
Okay. It's just prepping for the worst.
Right. Now, you can also hit skill ups if you just click max right up under that.
Where are we at? Where are we at?
If you
Oh,
scroll
skills.
down.
Okay. Oh,
Yep.
max. Okay. Okay.
Yep. It also has how many skill ups can go into each skill for any monster.
All right.
Yep. And
Okay.
then you can do a leader skill to the right, if you want. Now, one thing about using option 2 on here, let's say you don't put that crit rate in there,
hmm
and it can come back with a monster that has 15% crit rate and like 250 crit damage. And
Right.
if it clicked on crit right there, that's what it's going to give you the values for. So that's
hmm
why I always put crit right there.
All right. All right. You
And then
know.
you have your guild skills.
Let's go. I see
If you scroll
none.
down,
No, it's not letting me.
there's none. Oh, okay, yeah, and that's probably one of the reasons I like to use straight from the optimizer into the sorry, straight from the exporter into the optimizer because it'll pull all of your buildings and everything. But
That's
no worries.
nice. That's nice.
Yep. So if you click apply, and it should start running.
Apply. No runes matching your preferences for slot 1. All right.
So what that's telling you is that you do not have any rage will combinations to
Okay.
pull off this.
That sounds good.
So
Let's switch it to blade. That's a little better.
well, if you want, a lot of people get a lot of broken sets. Just click on the little line up
Okay,
there,
that's fair. Okay, that'll give us
and
more
then let's
options.
see. Yep, and let's see what you can run.
Optimize?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So these are all rage broken sets.
All right. Now you can go. Like I said, each rune has a number. Those are the numbers on the right.
The efficiency?
No, I'm sorry, on the left. Those
Ah.
are the rune numbers, and if you scroll over that, it'll tell you exactly what a rune
Oh,
is.
interesting. Okay, so this would be a nemesis fight. Rage, 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 rage.
Right.
Okay. And this would be the same.
And then it'll tell you how many upgrades, like how many more stats you can get on this particular rune set, where it says upgrades.
It says upgrades. Oh, shit.
You're fine.
Okay, so
You can
this.
just click back onto the optimizer if you want.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Upgrades in the bottom. I can't
Left.
actually do
Yep.
it. It's right there.
You can't click on it or anything. It's just like a preview. Now, if you can sort by speed, crit damage, you can sort by anything on this.
That is not a fast Lucian. Oh god.
No, pretty big game, Lucian.
Oh Christ. The highest crit rate we can get is 92. That's a lot of crit damage with a 92.
Yeah.
And a decent amount of attack as well. And is this going off of the 5-star stats?
Yes.
Okay.
These are all 5. These are the stats that are actually for that particular Lucian right now.
Okay, that is a slow Lucian, no.
Yeah, it is.
Oh boy.
If you go to the right and click on where it says damage, because of course we want to know. All right, so this Lucian at 5-star can do 6.5k a card.
Okay, that's actually
with that
about what my
top
normal Lucian does currently. It's sad, but it's true. I am not a Lucian boy. I tried, and I didn't succeed.
All right. Now, one thing I like to do here, because it looks like you're averaging around like 129
speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go back up to the minimum speed.
Okay.
Since we've already did the builds.
Okay. Speed, and then let's go
put
for like
put 129 there.
129.
And then click apply up there at the top.
Ah. Oh, so this wasn't you. Did we click apply before?
No, we didn't hit apply because whenever you hit apply, it's just gonna sort out every rune that's lower than 129.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. So everything's going. It didn't so fast. I didn't even notice.
Right.
Okay.
The one thing that I would never hit is adapt because it's gonna pull in all of the stats from your monster, and it'll take away all of your builds at that point as well.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Now, so yeah, you can look through. What I like to do is I like to take a look and see what's the average damage. Right now you're hitting at about 6484 with these, and looks like the best one, in my opinion, would be the one with the most speed,
which is 142.
Yep.
And yeah, that's 6.3, and yeah, an 85% crit rate. It's right of the money where we want it, so it's not terrible. Now I'm guessing I've seen your Lucian, Bridge. Dear God, 100% crit rate and like 200% crit damage. And did he have 2,000 attack?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Dear God. Now, just out of curiosity, how much damage per card does your Lucian do?
I want to say in Guild Wars, I know it's like around 13 and a half,
Okay, so
something like
more,
that.
a little more than double what I can get.
Right.
Granted, this is a 5-star Lucian, but still. Um,
And it actually should go up a lot more because this since it's a 5-star, that
right,
attack is relatively low,
right. It's 662, so it's almost, it's,
300 to
yeah, 250 more attack will be nice. Now, here's my next question: Is do we know if any of these runes are? I know we set it up here so we can pull from any monster.
hmm
Is there a way to tell from right here if these
Yeah,
runes are on monsters?
yes. So if you scroll through and like as you see the display that pops up, if you go scroll back over the numbers to the left, yeah. So if you look where it says, you have all of the stats, and then on the right, it'll have the location, and
Ah,
that's where
okay,
it's located.
okay, that's good to know. So just in case I don't want to really touch anything, so right now I could just go into my rune manager and just slap all these runes on,
Yep.
and do that. All right, all right. But then if we take a look through, see this, that one's on Beth,
that-
and then
Right.
this rune's on Oberon,
Oberon.
Sigmaris, Beth, inventory, inventory, inventory. Pulled
Yep.
an Erigar rune. Christ.
One of my monsters actually pulled the Aragorn rune too, and I was like, "What?"
It's so weird because like they're not terrible, but then you realize that they're blue runes, and you're like, oh, okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
And you're just like, "What in the world?"
Yeah, because they're not bad for an early game. Like it's really nice. Um, but yeah, it always like there are definitely a few people in chat here who have tore apart their Aragars and like slapped them,
Mhm.
like cobbled their runes on some other monsters. And I'm just like, guys, please, no. Just like he's a fine mon, he'll help you in dungeons, unless you're slapping them all on a single monster to make them better.
Yeah,
I don't think it's worth it to tear apart Aragar.
Aragorn. Nah, I don't think so either, unless it's like something just ridiculously OP, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. Like, is there even a monster that you would do that for? Like,
To be honest, the only one I would do it for, two potentially, depending on the monsters that you have, is Lucian. And
mm-hmm.
maybe three actually: Lucian, Tashar, and what's that guy's name? And Lagmaron.
Oh yeah, because it's a decent amount of speed that Aragar gets because he has a slot 2 speed rune. Um, so yeah, I like it makes me sad when people slap those runes on like between their Lapis, their Sigmaris, and their Veromos. I'm just like,
Yeah,
guys, no, it worked so well. Not like really well, but like dungeons well. And
yeah,
anyway,
but it's just learning, as you go.
yeah. And
So one monster that we need to improve is your Oberon.
I didn't want to bring it up, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to say it on stream, but yeah, I do.
I'll rip the Band-Aid off for you. You're good.
Oh, Christ. Okay. So,
All right. So like right now he's on Fatal
right,
Blade, speed, crit damage, attack.
right.
What I want you to do is go ahead and you see where on slot 2.
Slot
Um,
2, yep.
just hit that small X next to speed.
Hmm.
And then take off blade,
Okay.
and let's go to speed on here. I'm sorry, down at the bottom where like the
Which one?
filters the minimum speed.
Oh, yeah.
And let's do 200.
I was really hoping you wouldn't say anything above 200, so I'm happy with that.
And crit rate, let's do 85.
Yeah. And then you don't want them on Swift, you want them on Fatal?
So here, let's do this. Let's show it this way. Click on the small dash.
Okay. Okay, so this will show. Okay.
Any kind of rune combination.
Yep.
And then in focus, let's put speed there as well.
And focus. Oh yeah. Okay. And speed. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
And then let's click on for the damage part of it because he's still on Lucian's.
Oh, that's right. Oh, he's Light of Judgment. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
we were using an
skill-ups.
attack buff. Oops.
Right. It's all good. I use attack buff all the time just to see what it is.
Yeah.
Um,
So that damage
and
might
then
not be properly represented.
yeah. It just depends on how you know you're going to be. Typically, Lucian do have that damn
Right, from the
attack.
Bastet or the Megan. Yeah, that's the only reason I
Right.
put it on. Because, like, if you're going into Arena without Bastet or Megan and Illusion, just like, I'm going to use only my Bernard.
Okay. Good luck with that one.
Yeah, right?
Man. Oh man, people.
Tiana into
Now,
Bernard.
if you have a God Lucian, yeah. Now, if you
So,
have a God Lucian, you can do that.
yeah, now, Britch, this is a late goal dream of mine. Like 2 more years down the road. I mentioned in stream yesterday that I have 4 illusions.
Hmm.
I would at some point love to get an only Lucian GB10 team.
That would be interesting, but I can see it working.
like the waves, literally not a problem. Fucking, they will all rip through the waves. The giant,
I think the boss.
is the main concern because there's no defense break there. Amputation magic doesn't really do a whole lot against the giant. He does a bit, but not like Talia levels.
No.
Yeah.
But if they sync it properly, 3 amps, and if they're fast enough, they may be able to get 4.
They could probably get off 4.
10. And they would have to be hitting like. Yeah, I don't see that happening. Never mind.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have to put at least one attack buffer in there.
Yeah, like a Megan or something, or
yeah. But good luck on that one.
Yeah, thanks. Anyway, Oberyn.
All right. So on the skill ups, just hit max again.
Oh, okay. It's the same.
Same. Okay, and then hit apply. When you hit apply this time, it should automatically start building for you.
See, that's a lot of builds.
Right.
Okay. Fatal Revenge. Swift focus isn't bad. Okay, so let's focus on speed first, though.
Okay.
So we can get a.
Did you know you had that build?
Did I know I have this?
Yeah.
No.
240.
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
His base speed is what, like?
If you click view.
Oh.
And then scroll down.
Actual.
Oh no, it still doesn't show. I don't know why it doesn't show that. Mine should. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we could just look it up real quick. I think his base speed like 104 or something. 98. Never mind.
Okay.
That is slow. Good God. Okay. So 240 speed is plus 142, which isn't bad with 91% crit rate, but 140 crit damage.
Right. So the crit damage, and if you look to the right, what I like to do is of course, we want to improve them. So right now his damage is 20 to almost 22k.
Right.
So if we come up to where the filters are and where it says
Filters.
DMG,
Okay, yep.
I would put it 21,900
Okay. And then
and then hit
apply.
apply.
Okay.
And
All right. So these are a lot slower.
right.
Um, but they are hitting for more, which is nice. And if we sort
Hmm.
by damage, that's pretty nice. Fatal Swift, Fatal Swift Focus. Why'd they have to nerf Oberon? Why did they do that? He wasn't even like nerfed specifically. It was
It was
just
Ganny.
it was Ganny. He was used so damn often as a Theo killer, and then they're just like, "Yo, we got to stop this. Oberon, you're coming down too. Sorry, bud." I'm just like, "No, no." It was literally just after I got him too. I got over. I'm like,
Oh.
"Oh, Theo killer," and then he stopped being a Theo killer. And he just didn't. Then he applied glancing. I'm like, thanks. Thanks. Not even a fucking attack buff for my troubles? Nope. Okay, cool.
But I mean, glancing is pretty nice after the fact. Now
Glancing,
that we look at it,
it is pretty
yeah.
nice. It is pretty nice. You're right. But he has a double attack strip. He can get rid of two. He's like a chilling almost.
Yeah, he is.
He was. Not
It
anymore.
was.
Yeah. Rip Oberon. No longer in use. Unsummon him.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, right. When I summoned Oberon, I told my friend about it, like my one IRL friend who played Summoners War, and he's just like, feed him to a slime and post it on Reddit. See what happens. I'm like, no! I will not! How many people are in here? 12. That's a good amount of people. Hope you guys are having a good time, by the way. I'm not checking chat really that much. Hopefully Roxy is holding down the fort.
A Dark Dragon? No. I don't know who Dark Dragon is. But
oh. Is someone calling you out? Oh, Roxy, thank you for apologizing on my behalf. I am not looking at this at all. Oh god, yeah, we are missing a whole lot. Stream days change. Nope, stream days are the same. Always Wednesday and then Saturday, Sunday. Dark. Yeah, you are in Buclo, right? Bucleo? Is that how you pronounce it?
I'm in Bucklout, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they were asking.
Yeah, I think they're just talking about you. You're famous.
Nah.
What ranks your guild? What ranks your guild? Top 100?
No, not this week or last week.
Not this week or last. That was mainly a joke question. I need you to know that. Like, fucking, what are you, like, top 100 guild in the world? Fucking.
Nah. No, we were up to like once again like last week we were ranked like 30 something. Got hit 4 times on Saturday. So
yeah, 4 times on Saturday. I didn't know that was possible.
And yeah, so we dropped them.
Okay.
Our highest rank is a rank 11. So.
Damn, that is nice.
Yeah, we can do better though in time. But so what I want to look at, because I've seen that your Oberon has a lot of HP. Is that by design?
This one, so Oberon is my baby. He is my first and only LD Net 5, so I wanted to treat him right, you know? I didn't have the specific targeted runes to make him a speedy crit damage monster that he should be. So I thought, what's the next best thing? I will add as much crit damage and crit rate of this attack and speed as I can, but I will also give him very high HP and very high defense because I need to treat him right.
Got it.
And it's a little bit by design. It can absolutely be altered. That's just I just wanted to make him the best I possibly could at the time, and I didn't have the runes to make him deal like 30k per Light of Judgment, which, believe me, I
Right.
would love to. But I'm just like, this is all I can give you. Please accept my sacrifice. Please.
So one thing that I like to do on damage dealers, like I have what monster is that? Shihao. My Shihao is kind of built like your Oberon in a sense,
Mhm.
just a little bit different. If you click on that E.ph
Yeah,
on there, the sort by that. No, the PH,
oh,
just the regular one, the first one. That's defense.
oh, HP. Oh.
Yeah. So effective HP is basically a combination between HP and defense,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives you a certain stat there. And
Okay.
that's how I build my R5 teams. And we can, if
Okay.
anybody has questions about that, they could just PM me.
Yeah.
But if you look at this one is, it has more attack on it,
Mm-hmm.
has more crit rate, more
Mm-hmm.
crit damage,
Mm-hmm.
resistance stays the same, and it does damage. So that's an upgrade. And it has more rune efficiency.
I was about to say, even if we sort by like speed and even damage, the rune efficiency kind of stays the same. But but the second we went to effective HP, the rune efficiency spiked way up.
Right.
So also, he's not supposed to have that much resistance. He just kind of does.
Does he awaken into resistance?
I think I think he awakens into resistance. Yeah, so he has 40% resistance by nature. So it's only 6% increase in resistance.
Right. So I mean, it's kind of a waste of stat, but kind of not a waste.
Oh,
of
it
stat.
totally is a waste of stat. Trust me, it is 100%. If he awakened, dude, even into accuracy for glancing, like that'd be so nice. That'd be so. But like, if he awakened into speed or crit rate, that'd be. He's not gonna get changed. He's not. But like, if he did.
Oh no, they're not changing them.
If he did, that'd be nice.
So if you scroll over, let's look at these top two because they're pretty good builds.
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
Mm-hmm.
See where those runes are coming from if you scroll over like the numbers. So that
So
will taking one from Lucian there, and it looks like the other one is going to be taken from Lucian as well. No.
This one. So both of them already have runes that he already has.
Right.
But
and they can take from another monster as well.
Right, this one's just taking from Lucian, and this one's taking from Hua and Varad. Yeah, that slot 1 focus rune. I just want to look at it because that's a pretty rune. If I'm being real.
It is good.
Like, that's alright. I'll take that. It's alright, actually. It's not great. This one, though. This one's nice.
Yeah, that one's pretty. You need some grinds.
Do these orange arrows mean they have grindstones?
Yeah, those orange arrows mean that you have storage.
They have grindstones in storage. Okay.
Yes.
And how can you tell if any of these are grinded or not?
They will turn orange just like in the end game.
Oh, so literally none of these are grinded.
Yeah.
That's about right.
So that's what? 6, 9, 12, 15. So you can add about 15 speed to this build.
Mm-hmm.
On average, let's say, minimum 3 on all of the runes.
Yeah.
So you can add about 15 more speed onto this, a lot more HP, a little bit more attack.
Yeah. The thing is, though... Whoops. Shit. Oh, fuck. I pressed back. That was a wrong move. Oh, no.
He's up there at the top, if you look at the top.
Oh, thank God. Whew. Okay. Oh, God. Almost lost it. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're okay. So yeah, with grinds, I'm guessing these sets
Oh, okay.
are with
You
grinds.
might, if you look at stream, they can't see the entire
Oh no.
run. No.
Oh what?
Hey, Limper. Oh, hey,
Um,
Asteroid.
what's I don't think they're messing about turning speed. Where are you seeing they can't
In
see?
Twitch.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
looking.
because your face is there.
Oh, my face. Oh, that's right. Okay, I did add that. Okay, I'll get rid of that. My face. I added that. Be fun, but boop, there I go.
And then if you look on, if you move the actual like Chrome screen to the left a little bit.
What? Just like that. Just like that.
Oh, I guess yeah. If it's full screen, it should be okay.
Yeah, it's
I
full
don't know if
screen.
it's OBS or not.
What? What's it showing?
Here, I'll screenshot it.
Oh, it's cutting off on the right. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why. Oh, that's why. That's weird. Oh, because I'm an asshole. That's why. There it is. It's better now.
Okay.
God damn it. Okay. Christ, you think I'd troubleshoot this stuff before, but nope. Just do it live. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good now. We should be
All
good.
right. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, that's one way that you can do a damage dealer.
Hmm.
That's the way I like to do damage dealer to compare, where the stats were before in comparison to where they can go.
Okay.
And for this particular build, this is an all around upgrade for him. So
Hmm.
this is something I would definitely do.
Yeah, yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah. Now
Now,
these pluses.
mhm,
These are just the changes in stats compared to the old stats. Correct.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And then these are the stats if you
One
plus.
plus 15 all of your rooms.
I can't help but notice they're the exact same. Or almost
Yeah,
the same.
because um they are the exact same from actual to plus 15 because we ran it as all rooms plus 15.
Say that again, you cut out for a second.
Oh, no problem.
Sorry.
So they're the same because we ran it as all runes plus 15. The only things that you typically will see
Uh,
change is the HP, the flat H, or the HP and defense and the attack.
right.
Typically is what you'll see changed
Okay.
because the slots 1, 3, and 5.
Okay, okay, okay. So, oh, does it not come back?
No, because you hit the back button.
Shh.
The browser one is a little crazy. Just because if you hit the back button and you go out of it, you have to basically do it
Oh,
all
is there
over.
an actual program that we can download?
Yeah.
Oh,
On Windows 10.
you know I got Windows 10, baby. Um,
I think it's gonna be. Oh, there it is.
just this one.
Yeah, one thing I always make sure is his name there up under it because there's a lot of fake ones
Are there?
out there,
Okay.
or people publishing their own.
Okay.
And I've heard horror stories about other ones, and they still stay on your system. With him, like I've even sent him like direct messages and talked to him, and he will reply.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
So, like, if I go to the Microsoft Store, can I search?
yeah.
So if we just search this, will we get? Oh, it's on the only one.
Oh, it's the only one. Okay.
Oh,
I know I've seen other ones. Like I know on the Androids, the App Store and Google
Uh-huh.
Play.
Uh-huh.
There's one. There's a lot of them in there. I
Ugh.
actually used one of them before I knew better. Yeah.
Hopefully, as long as your account didn't get stolen, that's the main
Yeah.
thing to get out of that. I am actually. I was. It was a little bittersweet to pull Oberyn because, like, don't get me wrong, Oberyn's awesome and I love him and I wouldn't trade him for anything. But having him, I know, makes me like a little bit of a target for account
Hacking.
stealing.
Yeah.
Like, because I was just playing the game. I'm just like, I'm having a good time. I got my Talia. I'm having a great time. And then I'm like, oh, I got Oberyn. Oh, this is a sought-after monster. Oh, oh shit. Oh, I'm in danger. Oh, fuck. So, okay, let's get this. Can I... Yeah, I just clicked get. Can I just not...
Then it'll install on its own.
Oh, okay.
It just takes a second.
Okay.
It's Microsoft.
Yeah. Yeah. I was actually... So, earlier today, I was trying to get the exporter working on this computer, and I had it all go... Oh, God! So loud. And I had it all going, and I put the server into the port, and it was great. And then I'm just like, why isn't it connecting? And then I realized that this computer doesn't actually have Wi-Fi capabilities, so there isn't actually a way for the phone to talk to the computer.
Actually, a wired connection. I only use wired connection at the house.
Okay.
To my computer,
Okay.
and you can actually use that still.
So if I'm on an iPhone, could I just like plug the lightning cable into the computer and
You
it would
don't even
work?
have to plug up anything. You just connect to the Wi-Fi.
Well,
Because it's talking through a network.
th-
If they're on the
this
same,
this computer is on a it doesn't it's connected through a LAN cable.
right. And is it your own personal Wi-Fi?
It is.
And you can connect your phone to that Wi-Fi, right?
Right, but it just wasn't
So
working for whatever reason. And if that's the reason I came to, it might be a different reason because
it's still
I tried it on my laptop and it's just like, yeah, you're working fine. You just type it in, it's great. I was like, okay, thanks. But
interesting.
yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
maybe we can look at that one day.
Not
But
not today.
yeah.
Yeah,
So what you're gonna have to do you're gonna have to import
yeah.
it again. Pick a file and then
Pick a file. Okay, yeah. I downloads. 955 and 779. That sounds right. How's everyone doing in chat? Great. We still want to see you put Cam back.
who said that?
Roxy, what are you talking about? Weren't people just complaining about that?
Blue Phoenix.
I don't know. I'll make it smaller. How about that? I'll leave it, but I'll make it smaller because I didn't make it really big. I'll make it real small like that. That's a decent size. Yeah, sure. How's that look, everyone? I can't tell.
So with this, if you want to,
Yeah, that'll be fine.
let's build a support monster. Like, oh, I forgot you don't have her.
Don't have who?
I was about to say Chasun, but you don't have her.
You're right, I don't have Chastoon, but I do have a Fran who's not built at all.
Is she 5 or 6-star?
She's 5-star.
Click back on that monster screen.
Oh, okay.
And type in.
What's going on here?
Do you remember which monster you locked before, or did you lock any of them?
Oh, I did. I locked Talia. I locked Sabrina. And I locked one more.
Shayna, maybe?
No, it wasn't Shayna. I think I did it by rune efficiency. And it was Iris. It was Iris. Because she was the top rune efficiency. But Iris isn't here. Oh, this is an old JSON file, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oops. No, that should be. That was today. I don't know where she went.
Unless it was whenever you imported. There she is.
Yeah, Iris has no runes though. So this
No,
isn't up to date.
odd.
I'm just trying again.
Unless it's the second one.
I think these are all these are all exporter files. No, still nothing. Let me just get a fresh file from.
Or let's just go back to the web browser.
Or let's just go back to the web browser. Yeah, we can do that too.
And you can play with the.
Yeah, I know. This isn't the time to troubleshoot. I know. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I get caught up in this stuff. Okay, so let's do Fran or who else? Delphoy, Luis. I did want to re-rune my Luis.
Okay, so let's go to Luis. All right, now she's on Violent Nemesis. Weren't you saying you wanted her on Swift?
I did want her on Swift to be a pseudo Wusa, but I still want, I guess, just as fast and tanky as possible, and hopefully she'll still be work for raids. Because Wusa works for Wusa is used in raids, right?
No.
Well, shit.
And the reason why he's not used is he doesn't bring anything except for the immunity, which is taken off, almost immediately.
That's fair.
And as well as his shields and his will actually gives the boss more HP whenever he's recovering his HP.
Wait, what?
If there's,
his S2 gives the boss more HP?
No, his S3.
His S3.
It will allow the boss to heal up more. So buffs on your team actually heal the boss whenever he takes them off.
Oh, you see, I didn't know that. You see, we were doing R5 all of yesterday and Wednesday, and I just didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so shield isn't that great for raids then.
Right.
So maybe, but Luis also brings. I was gonna say attack bar decrease,
but she heals as well.
She does heal. It's not a huge heal. It got nerfed, but down to 20%. And then with skill ups, it's like 22.5, but it's not great. And she only gives immunity if that brings up to full.
Right.
Yeah. So maybe Luis isn't the best one from there. Let's pick. Where's Fran? Let's just go with Fran.
If you will, click view for me while Fran is there.
Oh, yeah.
And then see that little arrow pointing up?
Yeah.
No. Oh. No, I'm sorry. Just type Fran in the search bar. And then see under level, you see where that little arrow? You can make her a 6-star max.
Oh, interesting.
And now to the right, all the way to the far right, see those 3 lines? If you click it, it'll go take her back to the optimizer as a 6-star.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm learning so much. Oh my god. Fran has. Oh my god. Like. So is 461 the least amount of defense and attack a monster can have?
I don't know. No, I've seen Lucian. I think Lucian has Tashar probably has a pretty low defense.
I only say that because I've seen a few monsters with 461 defense, but Colleen has both 461 defense and attack, and not a whole lot of health. And I understand that she's a 2-star monster. I get it, but come on, like, please. She's used almost everywhere in PvE.
Right. And that's why a lot of people actually build Fran with just speed HP, especially for like RTA purposes, because the HP goes down and the attack goes up. So it's kind of a good balance for.
Yeah. And then just like fuck defense because that's not going to scale for anything.
It doesn't, but it's still meaningful.
You're right. You can't just leave it at 0 or like plus 140, whatever the max is for a plus 15
Yeah.
slot 3. Okay, so we want her on violent. Just number 1.
Okay.
Don't want her on. What happened here? How do we get 200 crit rate and 85 resistance?
So if you hit the clear button, so you remember how I told you every time you come to a new monster,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna have to change those filters.
Right. It was on 200 crit rate and 85
Oh wow,
resistance as opposed to 200 speed and 85 crit rate.
uh, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's just weird.
And then so you want her on violent
And
will
then,
or you definitely will
yeah, we can
if
do
you
will. Yeah, we can definitely do will.
and then in the focus, I
Um,
would take out the crit damage and
yeah, and then
put like HP.
yeah, okay.
Now with monsters like Friend, because their stats are I try to limit my focus on those.
Hmm.
On supports, I try to limit the focus on them. On attackers, I know what I want.
Right.
And what it'll do, most of the time it'll give you more builds the less you have in that focus.
Okay,
So
so like one, or one, and then.
no. I mean like the actual stat hit default. Always leave those alone. I wouldn't
Oh,
mess.
okay, okay.
What I mean by that is if you click on focus, like to add, the stats there,
Hmm.
you can limit those.
Oh, just
So
take them
you
out.
can do you can do up to 5.
Right.
However, for me, I like to whenever I'm building like support monsters, I
Hmm.
like to limit those as much as possible to get more.
Okay, so we can take out attack then.
Okay.
Um,
Um, and then of course, if you want to put a slot on there, the only slot that I would put is speed in slot 2.
yeah.
And then for her, I don't know what your violent rooms look like, but I would aim for like 200 speed on her
Hmm.
starting off.
Okay. Yeah, because she's
And
only going to
then
be an RTA unit, really, so there's no real reason to make her slow.
right. And then if you wanted to hit plus 15 again, down at the bottom
Ah,
right,
got it.
and then hit optimize.
All right, those are the words I like to hear. And then,
So with support monsters, what I like to do is I only like to look at the effective HP,
hmm,
and that's what I sort by. And then I look at, what's there. If I don't like the speed, I'll just hit like speed and see what the fastest that I can go.
yeah, 203 seems a little slow.
Right. So let's see what the fastest that you can go. You can go up to 237.
Uh, but these are on speed, crit rate, HP.
Right. And that's why I say it'll give you builds the more that you limit that focus
Right, right. But maybe we don't want these builds
in there,
included.
right? So click back on the effective HP for me,
Yeah. Oops. So then these are
and
all.
let's do this. Let's go up into HP
This one?
in the filters. I'm sorry, in the filters where it says
Oh,
middle,
okay, yep.
and put 25,000 there. And the reason I said 25,000 is because those speed crit rate
Okay,
HP or those were all under 25,000. Oh,
okay, yep. No,
oh,
I just sorted. I just wanted to make sure.
okay.
Yeah,
And then click apply up there at the top.
yeah.
And then let's go back to speed.
Still showing crit rate.
Dang. So
What's with this
if
one
we,
crit rate rune?
it's a will rune.
It's a will rune.
It must be a god. No, it's not. Just
It's
15 speed. I don't know.
pretty shit, if I'm being real.
Yeah,
It's like, damn. Let's just get rid of that. Don't want that
So
around.
let's push up to like 26k HP. Or
This one's over 26.
yeah,
Let's do 2750. I don't know.
then hit apply.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go.
Okay.
So that's how I take away those wonky builds.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's smart. So, 228 speed, low crit rate, thank God. Pretty high resistance too, which isn't bad at all. Little low attack.
Low, right.
But defense is getting up there actually.
So if you hit effective HP, let's take a look and see.
Oh, right, it's sorted by right.
And so we want it to be a little bit faster than that. So let's go up to the speed.
Go
in the minimum, 210.
210.
Oh, 15.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and hit apply. And there we go.
Okay.
So you can see a little bit better now.
Okay. Okay. And where are these runes coming from? A lot of these runes are going to come from Monaville, if I'm being real.
Yeah.
Because Monaville and Fran are built very similarly.
Do you have a lot of monsters that are on will?
No, on violent. Both of those will runes are from my inventory, and then every other violent rune's coming from another monster.
Oh, right. So what I would do, me personally, to give her more, areas of use, since you don't have a lot of will monsters, is I would put her on Swift.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely do that.
And then this time, do this.
Oh, sorry.
I would the speed at like 240.
Okay.
And then hit optimize.
All right. I see.
Click optimize again. I don't know if it.
No, it did. No, it went.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
that's interesting. Do 20.
Or take out the HP.
Yeah.
And then go back up to 240.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, that's better. So we sort by effective HP. Speed HP defense. Interesting. These are all coming from. Oh, these are Tiana and Megan.
Tiana.
Yeah. Ramos. Right. Yeah, these are all Tiana. Slot 4 and 5 are both coming from Tiana everywhere.
So if you don't want to take any of those, click on use runes from inventory only on the option.
Right. Okay.
Then optimize.
All right. This damn crit rate rune. It's coming back.
Probably your fastest slot for them.
Probably. It was like 15 though. It wasn't good.
Yeah. So that tells you a lot right there that, anything over 15 on slot 4, roll it and try to keep it.
That's fair. That's even blue runes, like blue HP runes with speed substat.
Right.
Definitely worth it. But you can see like immediately the effective HP is half of what it was.
Yep.
Because yeah.
Let's try to put the speed back at like 215. And then what was it, 2750?
For the HP, yeah.
Yeah, and if you want to go back to like violent. No, actually do this. I'm sorry. Take out that HP. And let's do 240 in the speed again.
All right.
And let's take off the will runes.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And see where this leaves us. Just Swift broken.
So 242.
Yeah, these are all inventory, and that's the effective HP is better.
Yeah.
Now, out of curiosity, I'm just gonna click this off. Let's see what we can do.
And if you want to sort by speed.
Holy hell. God damn. These are all coming from monsters, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That was fun. Yeah, so 246. Oh, yeah, we should probably do that every now and then. We are here for them, absolutely. Might is trying to fight people.
Oh snap!
Oh, not the webcam. Oh, oops. Sorry. I'll get rid of the web. I'll get rid of my face again. Oh, there we go. Hopefully everyone's able to see
Oh, did
something.
Honor leave? Didn't see.
Oh, did Honor leave? Oh. Oh. Oh, sorry, Honor. I don't know what's going on anymore. Real question, why not those runes? Thank you, Roxy, for apologizing on my behalf. I appreciate you and everything you do. What are you looking at? We want webcam? Oh, Christ. Make up your minds! Okay, webcam on. I'm leaving it. I don't care what anyone says anymore. Hopefully this is informative for everyone, because it is for me. I know that much. I will definitely be using this next free rune removal, because I never really partake in free rune removal. I'm just like, yeah, I'm able to do dungeons. I'm fine. I don't need RTA.
This will change your free room.
Yeah.
Like for me, what I do, like I have so many months in runes, is I actually the week leading up to free room, every night I'll do like 5 to 10 monster build.
All right. So you prep.
Yeah.
All right.
And then on free room, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just change all of the and basically free room is changing runes and testing.
Okay. And then,
That's the way I do that.
all right. So how would you test them in RTA, or would you just test them in dungeons?
Whatever that monster is built. So let's say I'm like last time I made those guild, my siege and guild war teams. I actually used them that day.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that would make sense because it's always a Saturday. So yeah, you could definitely just throw in there. And even for Guild Wars, you can make your own team and then just like, okay, I want to test my my team against the fucking Theokum Chasen team. I want to make an Theokum Chasen team, and then you can test against your own.
Yep. What other monsters do you have in mind that you'll like to? Oh, while we're here, did you have any other questions about like how to build? I think I taught you basically everything about the building process without making it too complicated.
What do you mean by build?
As far as building monsters.
Just using.
The optimizer as far as.
Oh yeah, you've done a great job. Like I think you started off at the basics, and then you went into the more detailed versions of just like went through the options, went through what all these means, what the focus means. Because I was kind of with Mike on this when I first looked at this. I looked at this a few times before we talked about this. I'm like, yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll take an hour or two and figure out what's going on. And then I get here and I'm just like, okay, I want a swift set and a focus set, and I want speed, HP, defense. And I get here, I'm just like, nope. Okay, I'm done for the day. And just kind of leave. And I didn't even get to all this stuff. So,
one thing that you can do is if you go back up to the top, if you click on the slots 2, 4, and 6. So let's say you want an HP or defense in these slots. So do HP.
Oh, so you can
defense.
You can select multiple. Yeah. Okay.
Right, and defense and HP. And what that'll do is if you hit optimize now, those are the only ones that will come up.
All right.
In those slots.
All right. Oh, so we can get rid of that fucking crit rate rune.
Yeah.
Christ.
Wait, is that? Oh, that's on Swift. So personally for you, your monsters are right around your Tiana's right around 240 speed, right?
Yeah, I think she's at like 242. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So what I would do in something like with with Fran, I would use her, kind of like Awusa, just to put up your immunity. Maybe like use her, Oberon, and another monster. So
Okay.
you'll have that attack buff. You'll have the immunity,
Yep.
maybe like a Luis or something,
Mm-hmm.
to protect her, to protect
Okay.
Oberon and
Maybe an
everything.
Ophelia. Mm.
Yeah, that can actually work too.
No, no, it wouldn't. Ophelia's bad.
Just make her faster.
Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's just save this Fran, whatever it is. Let's just get that
And then
saved.
what you want to do, so let's go back to Fran really quick,
Oh, okay.
and then hit to the right, hit equip rooms,
Okay.
and then hit lock rooms.
Lock rooms.
So basically what you're
Ah.
saying is you're taking these rooms out of the pool
Mm-hmm.
from going.
Okay. Yeah, because I want this. I want these 2+9 and runes. Can't be leaving these around.
Right.
Christ.
See? And this is why I was telling you to make sure like go through your inventory, and power up your rooms. Like that's
Mhm.
a really, really good habit to get into because some of those +0 rooms will never show up in the optimizer
Yeah.
unless it's a slot 2 speed room.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
And then so to a few,
Oh, oh, that's a rhyme. Whoops, we're in the 5-star zone.
you can type it out.
You're right, but here we are.
So she's on violent revenge right now.
Yeah, okay. There's a reason for this.
Okay,
Because on her S1, it gives her immunity. And
right,
because in threat state they'll have to attack her, there's a chance that when she counterattacks, it does give immunity.
right.
So that is the reason for revenge.
Good job. Good job.
I initially had the same thought for twins, so I built them all on Violent Revenge, and I quickly realized they don't attack together on
On revenge.
Revenge procs, and I
Yeah,
yeah.
they used to.
Did they used to? Did they really used
I
to?
believe so. I believe
Oh
so.
my god!
Yeah, they were
They weren't
crazy.
broken enough already. Because I know when they first came out, they all attacked together. Like one Boomerang Warrior would proc all Chakram Dancers, and likewise.
Yep.
And that's how people cleared Tower of Ascension in like less than an
No
hour.
time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like they were caught. They were playing the game. They were just doing what the thing said to do.
I wish I had them at that point. I didn't get them till a while later.
Yeah, I didn't get them till
But they
later.
changed the wording, in the boomerangs and chakrams that they will only pull a chakram on their turn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably for the best.
So violent revenge. Let's take out the HP on her.
All right. And
So
I
just hit the
backspace.
small X, or
Oh,
you can
yeah.
just hit the small
Yeah,
X
we can do
next
that
to it.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then let's scroll down a little bit. And the speed.
Yeah.
Let's do 182 just to, I guess, be on the safe side.
Okay, that's what she's at now. Okay.
Right. And that's what I compare it because what we want to do is we want to improve what you already have.
Right. Right.
So that's why I always look at these base stats up here and kind of get a gauge of where everything can be at.
Mm-hmm.
And then on focus, what I would put in there is some defense on the focus.
All right. Yeah.
And then hit optimize.
Only use rooms from inventory. Okay. Then sort by effective HP. And is this the same exact build that we have currently?
No, it's not.
It looks like it.
It's yes, it is.
Yeah. So
she has a lot. I look like the accuracy was. So she has a lot of effective HP on this build.
yeah.
However, she's not entirely fast. And
You're right. And even like right down here, there's like 194 and 193.
Right. So in this type of thing, I don't want to lose too much effective HP, but I also don't want to, just kill her.
Right. So this
So
way,
what I would do
use
in effective HP,
effectives. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So in effective HP,
Do like
because she's one of those monsters that we're looking for HP and defense.
right.
I'll put like 200,000 there.
Okay. 200. Oh wow, 200,000. I thought that was 20. Is that 200? Can't read. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And then
And
let's
then apply,
do like 200, just to fuck around.
and then hit apply. Oh,
Oh, whoops. Apply.
it's okay.
Okay. So this gives us some options.
Yeah.
Without losing too much. These are actually some pretty nice options. It's a lot of defense. Good God.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually like the second one better.
This one down here.
Yeah. And the reason why, because it looks like it's more value. And
Oh yeah, the efficiency is already.
Yeah, the effective HP is just about the same for the first one, but on this build, she has a lot more crit rate.
You're right. And crit damage. That's a decent amount of crit damage, too.
Yeah.
And accuracy for that stun. 15% plus 15%. Oh my god. Josephine's just so much better.
Fuck. I agree. So, with like comparing those top two, I would probably go with something like the second one.
Yeah. Let's see. Can't really get too much
You have to pay
faster.
for this, keep team safe. Roxy, no, you do not have to pay for it. Even in as far as like the builds that you do, if you have open in the web browser, if you close out of the web browser,
Oh, me?
yeah, I'm sorry. If you close out of the web browser and go back into the actual website, your builds will still be there. The only time that it will change is if you like delete all of your browsing history. And the app, it's the same way. It'll keep all of your builds there as well. Have a good night, Mike.
Yes, Mike. I wanted to say that. I didn't want to interrupt you, though. Have a good night, Mike. I don't know if you're still here, but have a nice night.
Not necessarily your IP. It's everything. How can I explain this?
I think cookies is a
Everything.
more apt.
Yeah, it's cookies on the actual web browser, and the actual what's it called? In the app, it's basically like just saving like a safe. Nothing else is transmitted from there at that point, if that makes sense.
That made sense. Sorry. Yes,
Okay.
I had a pop up. That was weird. McCafe wanted to install, and I was like, no, go away. No one likes you.
But yeah.
Become a patron.
No problem. Anyone else?
That's so bright.
Questions?
That is so many patrons. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ah.
He's like he has so much support. Like it's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So if you can see, you see how he made Swex Web, or SWX Web as well, where you can actually like pull all of the information on through like a web service and stuff like that if you're a patron.
Okay.
Or you could just do it for free.
Yeah. Now I can't help but notice these times are going up for every 50-minute time window for every unlock. But in the tier before, it's 20-minute. I feel like more time is bad.
Why do you say that more time is bad?
Because like it's in between. I don't really know what this is referring to. Anyway.
I don't want to confuse you, but Swex Web is a little different than. You remember how I was telling you you can use he basically has a server that you can use because a lot of people can't use or they don't have Wi-Fi or those capabilities. And you can actually pay and use it for 20 minutes to download your JSON file and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
different there.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
That's how to do that.
All right.
Any other questions?
No, this has been very helpful. I'm just going to save the second one. That's the second one, right? No, that's different. That's sorted by speed. This is the second one. This one, which she already has half the runes on her.
Right. And then you'll also get another upgrade as well, another stat upgrade.
Yep.
Then you can equip and lock.
Flat attack. There's nothing I'd want for this last stat upgrade, though.
Right. Some resistance or maybe some crit rate.
Yeah. Wouldn't be bad.
Or accuracy. So anything that rolls there is kind of like, okay, it's a little bonus.
Yeah. Because that could be flat defense or flat attack as well.
Yeah, which don't want that.
Yeah.
So if you hit equip and lock rooms on this one.
Oh yeah.
Now, one thing I do want to show you really quick is see that graph bar thingy on the left in the menu section?
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Liking this.
So, oh yeah, I forgot you're accounting major, so you did like graph.
Oh, dude, I'm about this.
Okay, so this was recently implemented and it just shows you. If you click on set efficiency, that tells you what the efficiency are amongst your sets.
Oh, whoops. I thought it would. Okay. Oh, so, interesting. Very interesting.
So it can tell you, where you're like hindered at as far as runes.
Okay.
So you remember how we were talking about your despair runes? And I was like, your despair runes are garbage compared to your other ones.
You're right. Despair runes are way down here.
Right.
Oh, this is. Oh, I love this. Oh my god. Now, this is on a scale from 1 to 30.
That's the number of runes that are actually.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I thought this was. And then slot efficiency. Oh, this is. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Those are the crafts that you have.
1-5 HP. Slot efficiency. Okay, so it looks like slot 2. I mean, they're all lacking, don't get me wrong. But slot 2 is really dragging it down. And slot amounts. Slot 1. Okay. And then if we go to violent. This is looking better.
A lot better.
Yeah. I mean, 70. What's like? I know 70 seems low, but that's the average. So what would your if you pulled this up? What would the numbers be? Like 80s or 90s?
No, mine are in the 80s.
Okay.
And you can kind of gauge on where you are with progression with that a little bit too. Because I did some ones and they're like stronger than me, and it's clear that they're stronger than me. Their average was 80 to 90, like 89% and up was their efficiency.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're like elite 2 in the thing, if that makes sense.
So elite 2.
Yeah, like in their profile.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of slot 5s. Interesting. Interesting.
So, and then if you click on the one right above that.
Oh,
I'm sorry, in the menu. Yeah,
This one?
yeah. Scroll down.
Oh god, okay.
So this is all of your runes.
Uh-huh.
And when you're looking for re-app targets, if you scroll up a little bit, let's say we're looking to re-app violent runes.
Okay.
So set, no, that's to make a rune. No, that's to
Oh,
make a rune.
okay.
Right, that's yeah, that one.
Okay.
So violent,
Violent.
and let's see, innate.
Oh,
I would just leave the slots, and click none on that one,
none?
and then right above it, hit not.
Oh, so it's looking for any innate.
Yeah, so any rune that has innate on it.
Okay.
And then what I would do is I'll scroll down a little bit. And substats, actually, I would just leave it how it is.
I mean, wouldn't it
And
be
I would,
easier to just do speed and then have it not an innate? Well, I guess that would include. Never mind.
right.
Never mind.
Yeah, you could do both of those,
Okay.
actually.
Okay. Okay, so this will only
So
include
ones that have innate stats
that's not
that
speed.
are not,
Okay.
that doesn't have any innates and that are not speed.
Right. Okay.
And then what you want to do is go to where quality, two below that.
Quality is legend
Yep. And
and
then
ancient.
no, and then just scroll down. And
Oh.
then what I like to do is I like to sort by the efficiency percentage max,
Oh.
and then click it again to go to the lowest one. So that slot 2 is a defense percent.
And 8 is resistance. Okay.
So if you were looking for a defense percent room, maybe for like your Varad. No, Varad actually be speed on slot 2.
Yeah.
But if you were looking for one, that's where you would get it from.
Okay.
And then the grade, if you look at grade, it just tells you if it's 5 or 6 star. So
Oh,
those
okay.
top
Okay.
5 stars. So I would start on like the third one.
Can we sort through this somehow?
Yeah. So if you see stars up there at the left, right?
Oh, okay. So you just go to 6.
Yep.
Or level. Need the level.
Yep.
Okay.
So these are some re-app candidates.
Okay. Okay. Now what is this value? Oh, never
That's
mind.
what.
Sorry, I just saw the. I'm dumb.
That's okay.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Because I saw the one before. I'm just like, all right, I saw 43 next to like 120. I'm like, that's different. I'm just being an idiot. Okay, so there's only 13 of these, but there's something. There could be something here. So slot 3. This could be something. Needs defense percentage though. Slot 4. Oh, it's that crit rate rune. Is this the same one? No, it's not. It's different.
No.
It's different. It only has 5 speed.
So on this, that's one. If you were looking for, if you had like a Diana, one of those monsters, that's something I would definitely go ahead and re-app.
Maybe like a Verde.
I wouldn't do it for Verde.
No, not RTA
No.
Verde.
Yes, in that case, I would.
Okay. Yeah,
But a lot of people.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, keep going.
A lot of people are moving Verde over to Swift for RTA and not like mid to high range.
Okay, like Swift Revenge.
Unless you're pushing up to like 260 Verde on Bio Revenge.
Okay, which, from being real, like the higher players can generally do fairly easily.
But like I said, they're pushing up to like 300 Verdes now.
Yeah. Hey, look, a stupid Lisa rune that I hate.
But it has 22 speed on it.
You're right, it has 22 speed on it, so I'm just going to leave that there.
Pretty decent rune.
It's all right.
If you want to do like your Swift rune,
yeah.
So click out of that, do Swift.
I gave Chloe a 6-star legend rune? What the fuck?
but it's defense percent. It's probably why
That's
it
fair.
is. So all of these that don't have speed on them, I would re-up.
Okay, so if we just sort through the bottom.
Yeah, like I would re-up all of these.
Innate accuracy. This one looks like a solid choice. I think this looks like garbage otherwise.
And I would honestly, some of these I would push, except for that wall room. I wouldn't touch that one.
Except for the which one?
The wall, the second from the bottom.
Oh, the fly. Yeah, the slot 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch that one.
Yeah, because the double roll and the crit rate.
Right. But for the other ones,
And actually,
I probably would re-up all of them except the bottom two.
oh, I see. This the G is grinded. Okay,
Yeah,
makes sense.
it has a grind available.
What's
But
grind available?
yeah, it'll turn orange here as well if it.
Why have I not ground anything?
But the thing with Swift runes is you want speed.
Right,
And those without speed, I would re-up them
right,
in a heartbeat.
right.
Because especially with the innate, it's a more likely chance that you're going to be getting speed on it.
Right. The thing is, like, you know me, I like to value. I like to save those for 2, 4, and 6 slots. Specifically, like a crit damage slot 4 or HP slot 6.
Right.
And even then, I used to only use them for violent runes, really.
Oh, okay. Well, these can come back to be some good value as well. I would definitely say that. What I went ahead and did is I did all of my violent runes, re-upped all of my violent runes until they had at least 15 to 16 speed on them.
Okay.
And I went through the same process. And now I have maybe one page of violent, not even one page. I've been farming a little bit though. But when I initially did it, I know I had violent rooms left over with that were all legendaries with no speed.
Okay. What about even this like Sabrina rune with like 22% attack and 10 crit rate?
10 crit rate. So those type of rooms, I would, and that's where you have to determine what the value of that room is, right? So that's a high value rune because one, it's on your Sabrina and it's on a dungeon monster.
Right.
All right. So if you don't want to bother them, just leave it as it.
Okay. Okay. Then what about this one? Oh, it's the same crit rate. Never mind. God damn it! I saw slot 4 and I'm like, yo, let's go. Oh fuck. Okay.
And if you wanted to just do slots 2, 4, and 6, you actually can do that as well.
Slot 2, slot 4, and slot 6. That leaves us with nothing I'd re-up if I'm being real.
Right.
Like these 2 runes that have 16 speed and 20 speed.
I wouldn't re-up that, especially at 20 speed one.
Yeah.
It is a little lacking, but
Yep.
it's not something that's like me pushing to re-up it.
Yeah,
especially with the resistance on it too.
Yeah, it's just on Delphoid, so just like an R5 mon. So, would you suggest, now that we talked about Luis being garbage for R5, would you suggest putting Delphoid on? Because I have technically I have 2 R5 teams.
Okay.
Technically, that means they do pretty well in R4, and I think I did them with you in R5, and I did pretty well.
I don't think it was me. Probably someone else.
It was someone else then. But I think it was Nah, never mind. Doesn't matter who it was. But Delphoid is on my other team, the team without Sabrina and Shayna that I was using. Would you suggest moving Delphoid over to that team to have a second cleanser and immunity instead of the heals? Well, the heal she'd actually heal more. Never mind. Sorry.
Right. I wouldn't. And the reason why is that you can actually do R5 with one cleanser.
Hmm.
So like for me, I only use one cleanser. Bring something else that brings something to the table. Maybe you already have the 2 damage dealers.
Hmm.
So maybe someone that can provide some more buffs. Because you know how you were saying, hey, I'm doing the damage, you just providing those buffs.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, I would do something. Did you have Colleen in your team?
I did.
So it's Annabelle, Louise. Who else is on your front line?
Colleen and Jean Fei.
Okay.
Which, in
So
theory, that's a few debuffs.
it is. Um Annabelle, Colleen, Sean Fay. So I would take out like Luis and put Darian in there.
That's fair. That's fair. Darian's also on triple fight, so that would actually be pretty good.
All right. And it'll also help, you live a little bit longer. And then I
Hmm.
would make Annabelle, probably fast and tanky as possible.
Yeah, she pretty much is right now. I
No,
think
okay.
I think she's my fastest unit other than Colleen.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Um,
that's what I would do.
okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for this. Thank you for taking time out of your day and helping
Mm,
out some people,
prob-
including me.
no
Um,
problem.
and yeah, hopefully everyone learned from this. I know I did. I'm going to be messing around with this.
Oh, sure, Roxy.
Oh,
Let's go into. You want to build teams? What kind of? All right. So yeah, let's go.
okay.
I guess Roxy wants to know.
Like dungeon
Um,
teams?
yeah, and
Okay.
speed tuning. I can go into speed tuning really quick.
Okay.
So, if you click on the prio list,
Okay. Um,
this is how you can build your team. So select dungeon.
select
So
dungeon.
click on that,
So let's just do a GB10 team.
and then you can search and add your monsters on there.
Okay, so let's say so generally someone who's looking for a speed team doesn't have twins, so they could shove in.
Well, let's do yours.
Let's do mine.
Let's do
Okay,
yours.
so
Yeah,
let's do Lucian. Uh,
you can scroll over it. It'll tell you. Yeah, it's gonna be that first solution.
yeah, probably. Um, Beth, Sabrina, Talia, Shane. Butchered that. Okay.
All right. So that's your GB10 team.
Mhm.
Now let's go to speed 2. Click on speed,
Okay.
and it says pick your team.
So it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah, just put giants.
Oh.
Oh, it doesn't pop up for some reason. All right, click on team storage for me at the middle of to the right.
Oh.
Nope, it doesn't pull up there. Never mind. So you're gonna have to
Do we have to
enter them again.
do we have to save this team?
No, it's not pulling over for some reason.
Oh.
I thought it pulled over.
Okay. Weird. That's fine. Lucian 2,
That's
Lucian.
the first one.
Yeah.
Or actually, take that back. Let's not do Dragon Speed 10. Let's do your arena offense. What's your
Okay.
so you have Tiana? What speed lead do you have a speed lead or
I have
no?
Shayna.
Okay, so let's so what's your so it's Shayna.
So my current arena offense is a farming offense because I can't
Right.
be bothered to actually do arena.
I understand. So
so
let's see if you wanted to build one, what would it be?
so my if like a normal I guess rid of this like a normal arena offense or my auto arena offense.
Normal.
Normal, okay, it would probably be Tiana, definitely,
Okay.
because
So
there's
go ahead and
no
put her in
reason
there.
not to have that. Probably Lucian. And then maybe Shayna Sabrina. Um, just for the speed lead, because I don't want to put Chiwo in there for the speed lead. So yeah, let's do Shayna Sabrina.
All right. I'm not gonna criticize your team. I'll teach you later.
No, please, no. This is a learning moment. Please tell me
So
what I'm doing wrong.
in this particular team,
Mhm.
the Lucian is a little bit out of bounds in a sense.
That's
And the
fair.
reason I say that is due to there's no attack buffer here.
That is fair.
Um,
So,
so let's say what DPS do you have?
AOE DPS?
Yeah,
Beth.
Beth. Okay. You have another one?
Do I have another one?
Yeah.
Give me some options.
Like Zyros.
I don't have Zaros. I
Uh,
have
what?
Varad, but he's not DPS.
Nah, he's not gonna be
I have
DPS.
Charlotte, but she's more on tanky TOA build.
Okay.
Um,
Well, here, what we'll do is let's just build this one so that we can get the fundamentals of it. So put Shayna and Sabrina back in there.
okay. And then, I mean, if you really, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Oh, there's
So,
Lapis. There's Lapis if you want to throw Lapis in there.
so these are the four. Let's use these.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Don't you criticize that? Well, I mean, not you because you've been playing since like day 2, but like there are so many people that were just like, "Yo, Lapis attack lead everywhere. I'm a user everywhere for like 4 months."
There's no way. I think I fed her when I first got her too.
Oh, that's. I mean, what didn't she get buffed after they gave her to everyone? At some point, I don't know. I just heard stories. I started playing after they gave her to everyone. So
Hold on, real quick. I got an automatic restart coming up, and I hope if I click OK, it doesn't like
oh.
make me do
it. Well, if you're just
I
suddenly
really
gone, then we'll know what's up.
hold on. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can the task manager. God. All right. So yep, I'm gone.
Yeah. Good luck.
Let's see. Is it closing everything? No. All right. I'm still here. Cool.
All right. Excellent.
Phoenix. What's
Yeah.
the problem? What's the issue?
Phoenix is a
Are
big
you
old
not
troll.
learning?
Phoenix
Are you not learning anything
Phoenix
today?
is a big old troll. I've tuned him out for like the past 4 streams. I really have, if I'm being honest. I don't even feel sorry about it.
Wow. So let's do this. So, if you look here, what these numbers like in the monsters.
Mhm.
So combat speed is what you're actually going into battle being,
With
right?
the speed
No,
lead.
don't click that. We'll get to that in a second.
Oh, okay.
Um, so combat speed is what you're after your towers.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
that's what your speed is after your towers.
Mm-hmm.
And then speed in game is what the actual plus is on the monster. So let's say for Lucian, that's probably like plus 127 speed or something like that.
For
Or I
Lucian?
don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying for his base speed. Let's say a
Oh,
base
okay.
speed is 103,
Uh-huh.
and then the plus 27 speed is what the speed in game is.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the total speed for that monster.
Okay.
And then speed minimum is going to be coming into play what the speed needs to be in order for it to be speed tuned.
So it'll be at 100% after the attack bar buff boost.
Correct.
Okay.
So right now, if we wanted to use this team we would need and to move in this particular order as well, because you can actually move these monsters if you like see where it says move order. No, down.
You
Up under the monster.
can't just drag him. Oh, okay.
I know, I wish. So yeah.
Oops,
So
too
see how
fast
it
for this
changes?
slot.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Okay, and then... Okay.
And was it you I was talking to when I was like, no, that was someone else. Never mind. So and now click on the use speed lead.
Use speed lead, okay.
So now we're going to see that their numbers are going to be changing.
A little faster.
Right. The first person to move is always going to use the same. But in order for you to be speed tuned, all of the bottom numbers
Mhm.
and the speed in game need to be the same.
Okay.
So that's how you speed tune. Those two bottom numbers need to be the same.
These two?
Yes. Not the combat speed, but at the actual bottom two numbers.
Okay. You see, I saw
So
203 combat speed, minimum 194. I'm like, I'm good.
nah. I thought the same thing. And when I first built my Samanthiana Julie Galleon team,
Mm-hmm.
and Julie would always get cut. And I'm like, it said I'm speed tuned. And then I tried the bottom number and I'm like, oh, okay. That makes sense.
Okay. But you see, the problem with this is these are dungeon monsters, and I don't really want to add 30 speed to my dungeon monster.
Right.
So I'd probably just pick different monsters
Hmm.
for this. So let's just take a look-see through and see what we got. So, let's take out Sabrina and Shayna. Just for yucks. Let's throw
Why
in
not? Yeah, I was going to say do something like
Megan.
Megan,
Yep.
Bernard, Devolution.
Um, okay, yeah, we can do that. My Bernard is significantly slower than my Tiana, though.
Oh, okay.
Just to show you, where'd you go? Where'd you go, you slow piece of shit? Yeah, not significantly, but slower.
Right. So if you take out and the reason why I would say use Bernard over
Is
Tiana
because of the
in
leader
this
skill?
case, the leader skill and then the attack bar buff from Bernard is a little bit more beneficial with Devolutions because it actually gives them a little bit more speed because of the speed buff
Right.
as well.
Right. So let's do Devolution, even though one's not ruined.
Right, and that's fine. So
103,
based
so...
on, and this is going to be based on your actual Bernard speed.
Right. So if he was at 250 speed, the speed minimums for each of these would go up.
You can change it. You can change that speed minimum. Just type in the box. Just
Oh.
click in the box.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. So then, okay, it doesn't change too much because of Megan, but...
But the double, because it's calculating the double attack bar booster. So it's saying
Right.
50% attack bar boost. There you go.
Mm-hmm. So what is the fastest Bernard could be that this Megan could? Let's do like 280. So this Megan's still good.
Hmm.
Solutions are not.
Nope.
Okay, now here's another question. I know some people like to use fat Lucians, and
Hmm.
a fat Lucian is gonna have like what, plus 40 speed, maybe?
It's sometimes less.
Yeah. So how would one speed tune a fat Lucian?
So with that, it's a little bit different. Because with a fat Lucian, you're using Konamiya in order to boost the attack bar up.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
use Speed Lead, Fat Lucian, Konamiya to boost up, and then if you, I forget what else they'll use as well. But
Okay.
that's the way that they would do that. Maybe like a
Okay.
Zyros and then Fat Lucian.
Okay. Okay.
So that was a little bit different.
All right. All right.
Hmm?
I wasn't aware of the Konamiya strat, but
Yeah.
That is good to know. And Konami also
It,
good for R5. So
yep,
there's not too.
pretty good monster. Also another thing, light homunculus, I believe, has it as well, where people use fat lutions with light homunculus as well, with one of those skills. I think it's rock and roll or something like that.
I don't think I've ever looked at the light homunculus skills. Oh, this is the normal homunculus. Fuck off. That's Elsharian. You know what? This is fine. Oh, God. Why there's so many ads? Okay.
I
Yo.
want to say, is it rock on? If you scroll
Uh,
down a little bit more,
power up? No. Accelerate? Covers you
where
with 30% refills the attack bar.
so it would be that one, and
That's rock
then
on. You can attack
yeah,
over all after that up to 2 hours, excluding yourself, will attack an enemy. It's
no,
horrible.
that's not it.
That's like a
Fast
Lisa.
pace. It's fast pace.
Okay. That's essentially Konami skill.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what it does is it makes the attack bar of the ally and enemy to 100, and
Mm-hmm.
then let's say so you will make her like the fastest that you can, and then have another bar booster on there
Okay.
because they'll move next because they're the next fastest in the.
Right. Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not gonna do that, but it's good info. just gonna be honest. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, he should get ad blocker.
I should get a blocker. It's not on this computer. I'm gonna do that right now, actually,
Call me Bob Ross. Why would you call me Bob Ross?
because you're so calming.
Oh,
You have a calming voice.
thanks, I guess.
You talk, and all the
Oh,
stress just melts away. You're just like, hey, your arena team sucks, but it's gonna be okay.
oh, thank you.
What's going on? Why teaching him? You
Oh,
should know this. No.
who said that? Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix, do you know this?
Phoenix knows nothing except how to call his girlfriend boring.
Useless.
It's like fucking. I don't think there's a worse insult to call your significant other than boring.
Yeah.
Okay, ad blocker's good.
Uh, let's see. I think that's about it. That
All
I can
right.
actually. There's a lot more stuff that I use in management. With priority, if that priority list, you can go through that. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
Putting different weights on what you want to build first. If you're like, I don't know where I need to go, this will kind of give you an idea of what you need to be working on. If
All
you
right.
be honest with yourself with it. Because when I first used it, I was like, oh, I want to. I went back and looked at it after I used it this time, and I was like, yeah, I was completely wrong. Because now my runes are completely spread out.
Yep. It's a lot of like Quinn's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's about it
All
that
right.
we can cover today.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me and us and everyone and teaching us a little bit about how to be
No
better.
problem.
Um, and yeah, just doing this makes me think we should start a podcast if I'm being real. Um, but
Uh,
that's another day.
okay,
We'll talk about that later.
just let me know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Definitely. But no problem. If you have any questions or anybody have any questions about it, you can PM. These are one of the things that I like have a lot of fun with. The biggest thing with using the optimizer when you're fresh off using it, is be patient with yourself and ask questions if you don't understand it. Because if you don't understand it, you'll become frustrated with it and never use it again.
Hmm.
I've had like 5 people do that,
Yeah.
and those 5 people no longer play the game. So
Oh, Ooh, that's rough. That's yeah. You call those people
So,
weak.
right. But I mean, it just makes your life easy, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, it definitely seems just there's just the management portion of just like, okay, I have some decent violent runes. What am I lacking? I'm lacking in swift runes. Go farm GB10. I'm
Right.
lacking will runes. Okay, craft them because my necro team sucks. Uh, um, but yeah,
No
so
problem. And your necro team, if you do build that Fran,
mhm.
you could run Lucian, Fran, Serena, Talia, Shayna, and you should be good.
You see, I do. I was joking. My necro team is the same exact thing as what you said, but take out Fran and put in Colleen.
Colleen. Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
on triple revenge. So it's it's okay. It's not super fast. It's like a little over a minute average, probably
Hmm.
maybe like a minute 10. But the fail rate is it's probably like a 85% success rate, which isn't great.
Got it.
Because yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work.
Phoenix.
What's Phoenix doing? Is this done
He's like,
now?
it's done now.
Do you want the normal game? Is that what you want? There. Whoops, that's the wrong one. There, you happy? There. I'm farming XP. So interesting. Ooh. How will this be game changing today? It won't. Fucking Phoenix. Christ. No, this is important shit. It's
But
important
yeah,
stuff. Britch
like I
has
said, just
so
go ahead.
oh yeah,
Sorry.
you've so kindly let your time, and Phoenix is just like, no, I want to see you do Famian. Fucking Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, sorry I cut you off.
Oh, you're fine. But yeah, if you guys need any help or anything, just let me know. I'm typically available, but if I'm not, I will answer generally by the end of the day.
All right. Uh, Thank you for being here. You can reach Rich in the Discord, the official Discord, which Roxy's pushing oh so very hard.
I
Anyway,
don't know. Oh,
um, okay. Well, thank you, and yeah,
all
hopefully,
right, buddy.
yeah, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll have on the stream again real soon for some more fun Summoners War content.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.